First, introduction, from concept to code. In the previous lesson, we established that functions modularize our code, making it reusable and readable. Now, we need to know the official C syntax to bring these concepts to life. In this lesson, we will focus on two key actions: defining a function, writing the code that executes the task; calling a function, asking the program to execute that task. Second, defining a function, the recipe. A function definition is the actual implementation of the function. It tells the compiler what the function does. General syntax. Let's break down the essential components using an example. A function to add two numbers. Example definition. Third, parameters versus arguments. This is a common point of confusion. Parameters. These are the variables declared in the function definition header, the placeholders. In our example, A and B are the parameters of add numbers. Arguments. These are the actual values that are passed to the function when it is called. In our example, 5 and 10 are the arguments. Fourth, calling a function, using the recipe. To make a function execute, you may call it from another function, usually main. If you call the function in itself, it still happens, but now you don't use that way early. General syntax. Example call. Fifth, flow of control. When the compiler encounters a function call, like add numbers, x, y, the flow of control immediately jumps to the function's definition. The arguments, x and y, are copied into the parameters, a and b. All code within the function body executes. The return statement is executed. The result, sum, is sent back. The flow of control returns to the function calling in main where it left off, and the program continues running the next instruction, which is initializing the result variable with the return value. Sixth, conclusion and next steps. We now know the syntax for defining and calling functions, and the difference between parameters, placeholders, and arguments, actual values. The example we used returned an integer value. But what about functions that don't need to return anything? In our next lesson, we will explore 5.03. Return types. Functions returning values versus void.